Mountain News this morning. A flaming semi fell from a bridge in Louisville, sending black smoke everywhere and halting traffic. And if you're visiting Kings Island, you may get more than you bargained for. Cicadas are causing chaos as you wait in line for a thrill.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Monday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this June 16th. We're at 5 o'clock this morning. It's time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal today. Megan, that fog was like a dense wall this morning. Is that kind of the story for our day today?
Yeah, unfortunately, and for most of the days this week, it's just a repeat situation. Yeah, it was a terrible drive this morning, so please be careful if you're heading out of the door. Here's a look at that visibility this morning. Seeing the densest fog as you travel towards portions of Williamsburg, Jacksboro, Middlesboro even, so please be careful this morning. Let's talk about the rain chances because for the most part we're nice and clear. However, you do see that we do have some rain popping up towards portions of McCreary County, and we'll continue to see some pop-up scattered showers throughout the day. Here's a look at current temperatures sitting in the upper 60s and low 70s with afternoon temperatures in the low to mid 80s. We'll see warmer temperatures as we head towards the end of the week and into your weekend. Here's a look at that planning forecast as you're going through the next couple hours. Warmest temperatures of the day will be between that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock mark, seeing rain chances on and off again. Those scattered showers are persistent. Amelia.
A Pulaski County man is accused of trying to kill state troopers during a barricade. The Kentucky State Police Special Response Team was at the scene on East Mount Vernon Street for hours. They responded around 7:45 last night, saying John Woody barricaded himself in his home. They evacuated everyone in that area. Troopers say the special response team finally got into Woody's home through a window. That's when they say he started firing. No one was hurt. Woody is charged with multiple counts of attempted murder of an officer and wanton endangerment. 2 people are dead after a crash involving a church bus. Frankfort police say they were called to the crash near Seminole Trail just before 11 yesterday morning. Kentucky State Police say the van was heading west on East Main Street in Frankfort when it hit a telephone pole. Troopers say 76-year-old Carolyn Jackson was ejected from the van and was pronounced dead at the scene. 81-year-old James Jackson was taken to the hospital where he later died. A man is in custody after a shooting in Georgetown. Officers say they found a vehicle which was hit by gunfire. No one was hurt, and officials don't think there's a larger threat to the community. Police are asking anybody who lives in that area to review their home's security cameras while they continue to investigate. In Louisville, a flaming semi fell from a bridge on Interstate 65, sending plumes of black smoke into the sky and bringing traffic to a halt. This incident happened just after 10 Friday morning in the Spaghetti Junction area. The semi fell from the roadway onto the ramps for I-64 East and I-71 North. Louisville Fire Department officials say the driver reportedly jumped out of the semi while it was dangling and before it fell over.
It's not accurate exactly how. There were reports that he jumped out once they were dangling over. He was able to get out and get away from the semi-truck, and then the semi-truck came down just on the outside of I-64, I-71 North.
Officials say the driver received minor injuries to his legs from that jump. A child was arrested after an incident at the London Walmart last week. London police say they arrested the minor before taking them to the Breathitt County Regional Juvenile Detention Center. They say the minor was charged with strangulation and assault. Police say more charges and arrests could be on the way. A man indicted for a murder in Pulaski County appeared in court Thursday. The indictment says Ralph Lettner intentionally caused the death of his wife back in April. Officials arrested Lettner after they say they found her with a gunshot wound. Deputies say a neighbor told them Lettner came to their house admitting to killing her. A pretrial hearing was set for September 11th. A man in Pulaski County faces charges after police say he stole a side-by-side in Somerset. Police responded to that incident early last week. Officials say they found video of Dalton Hulling riding a bicycle through the property of the facility. They say he later put his bike down before getting in the UTV. He was later arrested after police obtained a district court warrant. A Southern Kentucky business pleaded guilty to using unapproved Botox-like drugs, leading to health problems for customers. Facial Expressions, located in London, admitted to buying drugs at a lower price that were made by other countries not licensed or approved for sale in the States. The business faces up to 5 years of probation, a fine of up to $200,000 plus restitution. EKU Anthropology hosted its first public Archaeology Day Friday morning in partnership with the city of Richmond. Students and staff have spent the last few weeks doing field work at the site of this new Richmond sports complex. Mariah Congito has a look at what they're hoping to discover.
Every 2 years, EKU Anthropology offers field school that takes place in the summer. Students get to investigate various archaeological sites. This one off Goggins Lane in Richmond is marked as the birthplace of Christopher Kit Carson, an American frontiersman. It's believed the Carson family cabin was on this land, and that's what the students are working to confirm. They identified several dig sites and say they found things like tools from the 1800s, knife blades, a projectile point, and a hearth pit or chimney collapse.
We were also finding a lot of burnt material. We were finding some faunal remains, which is bone. And then we also found a lot of burnt metal and some glass. So it's all looking really, really good for being like an actual feature of the architecture of the cabin.
I really see it as a unifying field, and getting to be able to connect with people that otherwise I would never get to meet. To me, that is just so very special, and I think that, again, archaeology is one of those fields that really brings us all together.
Once they wrap up the field work, they'll take all the artifacts to a lab to wash, clean, and sort them. Mariah Congito, WKYT.
The University of Kentucky is making a push to educate students on artificial intelligence. During the Board of Trustees meeting Friday, UK President Eli Capitoli stressed the importance of students, professors, and administrative staff becoming proficient in using AI as a tool. Provost Dr. Bob DiPaolo says it's best to get a head start on learning about the technology because of how quickly it develops. Well, the Kentucky Department of Vehicle Regulation is warning teenagers about an issue with learner's permits. They say if you're 15 and recently received one, you might get a new permit in the mail soon. That's because of system errors. The department says some permits were printed without a home address listed. They also say you don't need to do anything, just make sure you're using the corrected permit if you are hitting the road. Well, here's something you don't hear about every day. Police in Ohio say a cicada caused a driver to crash. Police officers say drivers may want to keep their windows up so cicadas don't fly into their vehicles. According to our sister station in Cincinnati, this is not the first time a cicada caused a crash in that area. In 2021, a cicada flew into a car and hit a man in the face while driving. It's not just on the roads. Cicadas are bugging people at Kings Island Amusement Park in Ohio. Videos of the cicadas from recent park goers have gone viral on social media. And each one, you can hear the loud buzzing in the background. And in some of the posts, you can even see hundreds flying around lines to roller coasters or near the Soak City pools. They're causing harmless chaos with their presence, but also bringing people together.
Typically when you go, strangers don't talk to strangers, but you've seen everybody reaching out like, hey, there's a bug on your shirt, you want me to get it? Or like you get on a ride and someone would look at the person next to them and say, I'm not scared of cicadas, so if you are, I will get them off of you if need be.
Although cicadas are expected to be in the area until the first week of July, until then, park goers are advised to keep their mouths shut while riding rides. Absolutely disgusting. Well, it's 5:08. Thanks for getting your day started with us on Mountain News.